There are several warning signs that you can see to know if your ad is actually going to be successful or not. In this video, I'm going to share with you what those warning signs are and how you can navigate them and get over them so you actually produce ads that actually get results. Hey, what's up? I'm Antonio Thompson from Antonio Thompson Marketing, and we help businesses get results with paid ads. All right, you should be able to see my screen now. We've been walking through the 5-step customer acquisition process. Today we're talking about warning signs to know if your ad will actually get results. Now, before I dive into step 2, let's quickly recap step number 1. And if you want this particular download, simply type CAP, C-A-P, in the comments below, and it will be delivered to you. But let's go through step number 1. So step number 1, last time we talked about this, it was all about establishing your campaign goal and your ad strategy, right? A lot of times people come to the platform, any platform, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, they come to these platforms without a specific goal in mind, right? What do you actually want to accomplish with your Facebook ad or YouTube ad or Pinterest ad? What's your goal? And so before you get into these platforms, you have to know exactly what you want to accomplish. So, hey, what's up? Sandhan, I think it is. So, know what your goal is, right? Do you want to get leads, right? Do you want to grow your email list? Do you want to drive traffic to a blog post? Do you want people to watch your video? Do you just simply want to build brand awareness of your business, right? What is it that you want to accomplish? So that was part 1 of step number 1. The second piece of step number 1 is applying a two-tiered strategy, right? So, one, hey, what's up, Susan? One, making sure that you're providing value to your audience, getting them to know who you are, right? The first step is to run an ad to a cold audience, meaning someone that actually, an audience that doesn't know you, right? Whether it be sharing a blog post or some kind of video like this is a live that I can turn into an ad and run it to an audience that has no idea who I am, but I am providing some value to them. I'm glad you catch it as well, Susan. And then the second ad I would run is something that's going to generate some kind of lead, right? Get them on my list or provide a low cost offer. Again, if you want this document, simply type CAP, C-A-P, in the comments. It'll be sent to you via Messenger and also via email. The second ad is an ad that's meant to grow your list, right? So what you're doing is running this ad to people who've watched your video, who visit your website, people that are engaged with you on social media, right? Your goal is to get them to download a lead magnet, a freebie, maybe even purchase something at a low cost, okay? Does that make sense? So that was step number 1. Today we're talking about the warning signs that your ad is not going to perform well. Now, step 2 has to deal with your audience and making sure your message is speaking to them, right? If you put your campaign in front of the wrong audience, it is going to fail. So if I am running an ad, to get new clients for my agency, right? People who want to run Facebook ads or paid advertising in general, right? If I run an ad to people who are interested in hunting, right? That ad is probably not going to do very well because people who just love to hunt aren't necessarily looking to run Facebook ads unless they have a business, right? They're not looking to run Facebook ads. So you have to be very clear about who it is you want to see your ads. And secondly, you have to understand what messaging am I going to put in front of them, right? What is the hook that's going to grab them into grab them and make them want to click on my ad? Does that make sense? So step 2, if I go back to the PDF here, again, if you want this document, simply type CAP, C-A-P, in the comments and I'll send it over. But if you want to have an ad campaign that actually converts, you have to make sure you know who your audience is. And number 2, understand what messages they're going to resonate with, right? What's the hook that's going to grab them in to want to make them learn more or connect with you. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if that makes sense. Again, if you want that document, simply type CAP in the comments below and I'll make sure you get that via email and Messenger. Okay, so understanding your audience, and understanding, what it is that's going to get them to click your ad. So how do we go about? Absolutely, Susan. Interest needs to be peaked and before they exactly interest needs to be spiked. The hook. Great point. Yep. Um, and so when we look at, how do you find your audience, right? Typically, I recommend, especially with my clients and customers, right, looking at where your audience hangs out, right? Are they in Facebook groups? Are they, on Google, right? There's also Facebook audiences that you can create that will, pull from your data, but also Facebook data that you may already have. And I'll show you how to work through this shortly. But using Google, Facebook group, forums, and Facebook audiences to really hone in on your audience. So what I want to do here now, I want to do an example, right? Someone in the comments, let me know, who your audience is. Who do you want to work with, right? Who is the audience that would be interested in your product or service? And we're going to do a little bit of research real quick. I'll show you how we go about doing research on these platforms, Google, Facebook groups, etc., and help you find that audience on Facebook. Awesome, no problem, Sandhan. I'm gonna keep mispronouncing your name, but let me know if I'm saying it correct. Sandhan, is that correct? Correct. Give me an example. Like who are you looking for your business? Who is your customer? Who is your solopreneurs, home business owners? Okay. Now let's go a little bit deeper, Susan. Home business owners, solopreneurs, who are they, right? Are they folks who network marketers? Are they people who have a home-based business, meaning they're doing something from the comfort of their home that they created, whether it's like they have their own physical products that they sell. They may, have other businesses they're doing from home, but it's not network marketing. Who is your audience specifically? Network marketers, moms who have a side project going on at home. They have their own business. Are they internet marketers? Who are they? Just give me a sense and I can... Parents of children with special needs. Susan says network marketers. Awesome. Hey, Janine. Awesome. I'm going to do both of those examples. So parents with special needs we'll start with first, and then network marketers. Okay. So I'm going to go to Google Chrome. You should be able to see my desktop here. And so let's start with parents with special needs kids, right? So I'm just going to go to Google, right? And just type in special needs children. We're making this up and see what comes up. So, cool. AACAP, what's that? Special needs planning. I'm just going through and see what comes up. Triad moms on Maine. So, American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, children with special needs planning. I'm just trying to see what's out there in terms of research, in terms of sites that exist. Department of Health and Human Services, Triad resources for special needs. Okay, so autism. Right, we can definitely, I'm going to create a notepad here or a text document. So autism, right, that is text file. So I'm going to keep a running document of what we are finding here. And if anything comes to your mind, Janine, around special needs, things that you may be aware of, organizations, let me know and I'll put that in the chat here on the document I'm creating here. But this text file is taking a while to open up. Definitely, I think Autism Speaks is a good one. I'm going to add that to my document. Down syndrome, so I'll definitely add that in there as well. Cool, so we'll start there. So autism and Down syndrome, right? So what I can do now is take that information. And if you're not familiar with, the Facebook ads manager, if you go to facebook.com/ads manager, that takes you to the ads manager. And there's this section where you can go to audiences here, the top left, make it a little bigger. And you could just put in some of the things that we found. So autism, Down syndrome, and see what comes up. All right, this is loading here. Grab a sip of coffee. Cool, awesome, Susan. Yeah, great to see the process of narrowing, finding audience. Yeah, because you want to get as clear as you can on the audience, because you want to make sure you're one, putting the ad in front of the right people, and two, it allows Facebook to optimize it for you. All right, so this is the audience section inside the ads manager. What I'm gonna do is just create a saved audience just so you can see what's available to you in terms of research. So I'm gonna keep this narrowed to United States for now. And then I'm gonna go down here into detailed targeting and just type in autism, see if that comes up. So epidemiology of autism, let's see, autism speaks, that comes up. Nope. Down syndrome. Nope, doesn't come up. Okay. Let's see what else might come up. I know we can do parents, right? So depending on the age range of your children, you can do parents, right? So you do preschoolers, early school age children, parents with preteens, etc. So let's say we want to target, parents with preschoolers and early childhood, right? We'll start there. 3 to 5 toddlers and 6 to 8, right? So now we've got 2.1 to 2.5 million parents in that particular demographic. And I want to see if we can narrow it by special needs. So I'm just going to type in special needs. So you got special needs teacher, special needs driver. We don't want special needs teacher or driver. Yeah, I'm going to go over to this other tool I use and see, it's called Interest Explorer, and see what comes up for autism. So that's the only thing, disability. Are there any associations that you can think of? I know Autism Speaks is one, but it's not coming up in search. They removed a lot of targeting options because of, privacy, but also discrimination. So it may not come up. I'm trying to think of other things that might be searchable. Let's browse here. See demographics, education, financial, life events, parents, relationship, work. Let's try interest. Are there certain types of technology that might be? I'm thinking, I wonder if Braille would come up. Brile. I spelled it wrong. Sign language? Sign language interpreter. I'm just trying to find some interest here that might work with special needs. Say behaviors. No. Are there, just out of curiosity, Janine, are there products that special needs families might purchase? Oh, what's that device where they Department of Health Early Intervention? Let's see if that comes up. Department Health. Department of Health and Human Services. That brings the audience down really, really small. And we don't want it that small. So here's where it gets interesting. Let me come back. This is a decent size audience, 2 million to 2.5 million. And what I would recommend actually is not layering in different interests. In fact, what I would do is say target this audience here, preschool age children, early school age children, toddlers, and then let your ad creative, like the images and your text in your ad, call out parents with special needs, right? So let me see if I can find an example of an ad. Um, do, do, do. That's what I would do with this particular audience. Since there isn't any, uh, if we layer in special needs categories, it might make the audience too small. So in this case, what I would do is let the ad creative. I'm just gonna find an example on my page here. Privacy, ad library. Yep. So what I would do is like, use language in your ad copy and also your image that calls out, um, special needs families. So for instance, I have this one here. This one is targeted specifically to pest control businesses, right? So it's the same, kind of lead magnet offer that I'm presenting to you all here. I don't know if you can see it. I might be in the way. Make this bigger. But it's an ad that's speaking to pest control business. So 5-step process to get pest control customers today with Facebook ads. So it's really calling out pest control businesses. That's what you would do with your ad for special needs. So, right, you have that audience size of 2.1 million to 2.5 million. Let the ad creative and the copy bring out the people that you want to come and connect with you. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Come back to the screen here. And so for Susan, right, we're targeting, network marketers. There's probably some interest that we can target there. If we go back to the audience section here, and I can get rid of, parents. If I just type in, network marketing pro, Eric Warray, right? You're going to see 63, you're welcome, Janine, 634,000 people in that audience. I can also see what suggestions Facebook makes. So there's all these network marketing, direct selling, MLM. There's companies here. I would stick, all the authorities and leaders in one so we know a couple. Ray Higdon, Diane Hockman, Ty Falcone. These are all, leaders. So, anyone who's following these particular people, they are in network marketing, right? Who else? Sonia Stringer, I think, is on here. Nope. Savvy network marketing women. Yep. What's another one? Richard Blissbrook, I think it is. He may come up. Yep. These are all network marketing leaders. So anyone who's following these people would be connected to network marketing in some way. All right. So that's one way to get into your audience, right? Through interest-based targeting, right? I'm going to go ahead and share that document again and then walk you through some of the other options that are available to you in terms of finding your audience. Again, if you want this document, simply, let me know if you can see my, where is my PDF? If you want this document, just type CAP in the comments below and it'll be sent to you. But in addition to using the interest-based targeting, you can also upload email lists to Facebook, right? So let's say let's say you have emails, right, of customers, right? So people who've joined your list, they, maybe signed up at an event, or you, capture them through a lead magnet, right? You can actually upload that list to Facebook. Okay. You could also create an audience based off of website traffic. So if you have, it's a little bit more advanced, but if you have the Facebook pixel installed on a website, you can track people or create audiences of people who've actually engaged on your website. Also, I'm gonna skip app activity, but engagement, this is a big one. And I'm gonna focus on these three here, right? Engagement, right? If you have a page and you've got people who have engaged with your page in some way, whether it be they like the post, or they follow your Facebook page, or they engage with you on Instagram, or they've watched videos you posted, you can actually create audience of those people and then run ads to them as well. So I'll give you an example on how this works. So customer file, website traffic, engagement. I actually have a video on YouTube that you can find out how to create those audiences, but I'll walk you through how to do something like that on this live here as well. If I go back to Google Chrome, and let me get out of this screen here, you'll see on the left hand side here, you can create a custom audience, you can create a lookalike audience, a saved audience, and special ad audiences. We're going to create what's called a custom audience, and you can see when I click on that, blow this up some more, you have the ability to create audiences off of various source data, right? Someone visits your website, you have a customer list. If you have an app, you can, track app activity, offline activity, store catalog, videos. If somebody have a video on your business page, this is I'll be clear about this. This works for business pages. So if you have a video on your business page, you can create audiences based on people who've watched those videos. Your Instagram account, your lead form, any events, instant experience, your Facebook page, shopping, etc. I'm going to show you simply how to do this with a video, because I think that's pretty cool. If I click on video here and I hit next, I can choose people who've watched certain points of my video, right? 3 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 25% of the video, 50% of the video, 75% of the video, and 95% of the video, right? So if I did anyone who's watched, 75% of a video, I would just go here and choose the video, right? I would choose, let me start here. I can do this, right? So here are 3 videos here on this page here. And so I could select these videos. And what Facebook will do, confirm, Facebook will gather anyone who's watched 75% of these 3 videos and put them into an audience. You have the option to choose how far back you want to go. You can go as far back as a full 365 days. So anyone who's watched these 3 videos in the last 365 days, I can actually run ads to them. I'll give this a name. So video views, last 365 days, right? I'm going to create this audience. And now Facebook's going to go ahead and populate this video with anyone who's watched 75% of the video. Go ahead and create another audience, right? Custom audience. Oops, I don't want to do that. Create custom audience. And I'm going to do anyone who engaged with my business page, right? So I can do business page here, my Facebook business page, hit next, and then choose my business page. And you can choose people who like your page and follow your page, anyone who's engaged with your page in any shape or form, anyone who's visited your page, etc. I'm going to choose anyone who's engaged with my page in any way, shape, or form, right? They have visited my page, they clicked a post or an ad, they responded to anything, they commented on something, right? They would be able to be in this audience. I'll click that section, I'll select that option there. You can do as far back as 365 days as well. And I'll do, people, Facebook page engagement 365 days, right? And create. Okay. Now here's the cool thing about creating these audience, right? These audiences. I'll tell you that in a second. If you have an email list, this is critical. If you have an email list where there are customers, as I said before, or they're your audience, right? And you upload that list to Facebook, right? By using customer list, click on that, hit next. You would simply download a template file as an example. You would simply, take that file, hit next. There's no customer, well, there's customer value in that particular document. Hit next. Good night, Susan. You would simply take that file there, upload it to Facebook. We'll just call this, buyers list. Let me just select the value that's there. Hit next. What Facebook's going to do is match those email addresses with their profiles, right? So if people are using, their correct email address that they signed up your form with, and they use the same email address on Facebook, Facebook will connect those two together. So we'll go ahead and if your phone number, you can include phone number, you can use, location, zip code, all this stuff is being connected to their profile on Facebook. So we'll hit import and create. Now that file is going to upload to Facebook. And Facebook's going to go ahead and populate the audiences, okay? Now here's where it gets really cool. Now I know I showed you how to create, saved audiences using interest. But if you have an audience that is highly engaged, your people, right? For example, my video viewers or my Facebook page engagers or my buyers list, these are my audience and my people. What I could do though now is tell Facebook and say, hey, Facebook, I've got, several thousand people who watch this video, right? 75% of this video, they are my people. I want you to find me more people like that. So if I click on this checkbox here, click on the three dots up here, and then hit create lookalike. And I tell Facebook I want folks in the United States that look just like my people that watch my video. And I hit, move out of the way, create audience. Facebook's going to find at least 2 million people that are very similar, that match several data points of that video audience I just uploaded. The same thing you can do with your Facebook page engagers, right? Go ahead, create lookalike of my Facebook page engagers, United States. All right, create audience, 2.7 million possible people, create audience. And the same thing with my buyers list, which is a very valuable list. So if you have an email list, you should definitely upload that to Facebook and create lookalike audiences off of that. Create lookalike audience, United States, boom, create audience. So Facebook's going to populate these three audiences with people who are similar to people in this audience here. And that's incredibly powerful. Is that powerful? What do you all think? Let me come back to the screen here. Is that powerful? Helpful? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, it is very, very, very valuable. Lots of data in this platform. The other thing, it's very, very, very powerful. Yeah. So that's with your audience, right? So understanding, who your audience is. If you have customer lists, if you have website traffic. I didn't do website traffic out. Let me show you website traffic real quick, just so you can see what's possible there. So, Let me go to Google Chrome here again. So website traffic. So if we go to custom audience again, you click on website and I hit next. What did I do here? I'm gonna go to a different account here. Give me 1 second. If we go to custom audience here and go to website, you can track visitors to your website. So for instance, if I go to, let's see, go here. If I go here, right, this page here, I'm basically giving 5 businesses a free audit. But on this page, pause this, the page, because I have this Pixel helper installed and it tells me what code's installed here. So there's this pixel installed on this page here that fires every time someone visits this page. In Facebook or on Facebook, I can use that information and say, hey, I want anyone who's visited this page, right, in the last, let's do last 180 days, and I grab that link here and I plug that in here. I'm going to get an audience built of people who visited this link here in the last 180 days. So I'll do website visitors. Last 80 days, right? And so now again, you still have the ability, Facebook's gonna populate this. I now still have the ability to go ahead and create lookalike audiences off of people who landed on this page. So if they got my downloadable, my cap, and now they land on this page, that means they're my people, they're interested, right? Now I can tell Facebook, find me more people who are likely to do the same thing. And so I can create a lookalike audience of people who landed on that page as well. So lots of cool things you can do here with audiences. But that's the first thing, right? You have to be very clear about who it is you're targeting. Whether it be you're using Facebook's interest-based targeting, or you're going to use a custom audience, right? So your own email list, your Facebook engagers, website traffic, whatever it is, right? That's your audience and that's your people. Janine says, don't have site traffic yet. My member list and parent involvement list can grow exponentially with that look like. Absolutely. For sure. All right. So that's the first step. So audience, right? The second step of this is the angle or the hook, right? So what's going to capture your audience's attention and get them to take an action with you, right? So a hook basically says here, needs to explain the benefits, the value of your offer in order to sell it, right? So what's going to hook someone to actually, I got the cap, no cap. What's going to hook your audience into actually clicking on your ad, right? What's going to entice them to want to get what you have to offer them, right? Whether it is to join your email list, you're giving something of value for free. Is it, them buying something, right? What's going to make them want to get what you have to offer? So think about that hook, right? What's going to grab their attention? For me, it's like, I think I said on one of my ad examples, let me find it. Here's a funny one, actually. You may have seen it. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Let's go to Google Chrome here. Right? So I have a video here that basically is, the video is one thing, but then there's the text, right? Are you sick and tired of your Facebook ads underperforming? Would you sooner close up shop than have to constantly manage the heavy load of your ads while juggling leads and customers, right? The hook is, right, are you sick and tired of your Facebook ads underperforming, right? But the other hook is this funny video here. If I click on play, that's funny. It's going to get somebody to stop and watch the video and then read more, right? The other thing, the hook here, right, is the endless grind to find new customers, the new norm for entrepreneurs, right? We're calling out entrepreneurs because they are grinding, right? Trying to find new customers. So you got to figure out like what's going to entice someone to want to stick around and click on your ad. This is another simple one here. It's just a short video. That's a simple short ad, but like it doesn't have to be anything like this. It could be as simple as this is an image with the particular guide in it, right? So the same thing I'm sharing with y'all, the 5-step cap, right? There's an image here with it, claim your free guide, and there's some copy. Not really long copy either. Right? So here's another quote unquote hook, right? This process took one customer from 350,000 to 1.7 million in annual sales in just 1 year using this process. So some little bit of, credibility, but also enticement with numbers, right? Think about what's going to hook your audience to get them to actually respond to what you are offering. Cool. Here's another one, actually. This is an interesting one. It wasn't really an ad. It was like, actually it was an ad. This is a long ad, actually. But it was, I forgot what my goal was. This was back in June during the pandemic, but I don't remember what the goal of that ad was actually. Yeah. Let me go back to the camera here. You're saying wordplay, attention grab is something that would appeal to their struggle at the present moment. Yep. So the hook is something that appeal to their struggle, but also their desire. Like, what do they really want? Right? What does your audience really want at the end of the day? Right? Do they want more customers? Do they want, better ways to educate their children? Are they looking for ways to grow their business? Are looking for, ways to get rid of pests? Whatever the thing that they're looking for, how can you make that attractive, attention grabbing, appealing to their struggles, their pain points, but also their dreams and desires? That's kind of what a hook should do. Appeal to your customers' dreams, desires, and pain points. Not in one ad, but it could be several different ads. Cool. So that was step 2, right? So your audience and your hook. Step 3, we'll talk about that next week. Step 3 is all about writing copy, right? Writing a text for your ad that corresponds to both your audience and your hook. And I'm going to share with you 2 simple formulas that can help you write copy effortlessly and easily. So yeah, I'll hang out for some questions. If you have questions about anything that I covered, anything, that's on your mind about paid ads and traffic, let me know. I'll hang out and answer them. But I hope this was helpful and valuable. I'll be here again next Monday at 6 p.m. talking about step number 3. And if you're watching the recording, you want to grab that document that I shared, simply just type CAP in the comments below and it'll be sent to you. And I'm giving away 5 business audit.